ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk Wonder Woman. And I want to just direct you guys to this link. Go check out this article by Mark Hughes, Wonder Woman power to 800 million this weekend. Yes, I thought it should have passed 800 million a long time ago. But nonetheless, this is an article where Mark Hughes bases his information on different indicators such as Box Office Mojo, the numbers.com, and I believe it's Box Office something. I can't remember what it's called. So, anyway, I love Mark Hughes. Excellent guy who covers film. Really, I rely on him. I trust him because he has credible sources and he doesn't really go by hearsay. And I like that he has a love for film, period. He has no biases against any of the films in the industry. I like that. And I like how he finds merit and substance in films. So he's my guy. Now, in terms of Wonder Woman, I want to show you all the achievements that Wonder Woman has done. And I want to get you to get a sense of what this comic book character means and the films that this comic character, what kind of clout this comic book character will have in comic book movies, period. Okay? So, first off, we know what the box office for Wonder Woman is as of Wednesday. Thursday is going to be even bigger. Okay? And when we look at its achievement in terms of comic book adaptation movies this year, I'm only talking about this year, Wonder Woman is, domestically speaking, the #1 comic book adaptation, as you can see right here, for this year. All of the comic book movies that came out this year so far are here. We are missing Logan. So Logan is down below here. So you see Logan and Ghost in the Shell. So these are all the comic book movies this year, and none of them reach over $400 million. None of them, right? Logan, Ghost in the Shell, Spider-Man Homecoming, etc., right? So it is the #1 this year. Let's look at superhero movies. In terms of superhero movies this year, we have a couple of them here. So again, domestically speaking, Wonder Woman is the #1 superhero movie this year. And you can see them all listed off. You have the Lego Batman movie. We're even going in animation here. We have Logan. We have Power Rangers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man Homecoming. And it's unchallenged. Okay? In terms of superhero origin movies this year, of which Spider-Man Homecoming should be included, but they don't have it here in Box Office Mojo, it is the #1 superhero origin movie this year as well. When we look at box office, domestic, for the entire year, all films, it is the #2 highest grossing domestic film of this year. Only Beauty and the Beast, which is another female-led movie, or female and med co-led movie, or female and beast, whatever you want to call it, is higher. Okay? In terms of worldwide grosses, it is the #5th. It's the 5th highest grossing movie of this year. That may change as the year goes along, but it is the 5th highest grossing, and it will probably be smug and secure in that spot for a while because it's going to gross way over $800 million, and we'll just see how far it grosses. When we talk about superhero origin movies of all time, Wonder Woman is ranked just below Spider-Man. We know this weekend it's going to overtake Spider-Man. So it's going to do two very historic things for itself. It's going to cover the go over 800 million milestone this weekend, according to Mark Hughes. And it's also going to overtake Spider-Man, which has been dominating the box office in terms of superhero origin movies since 2002, 15 years ago. It will overtake Spider-Man as the #1 superhero origin film of all time. In terms of superhero movies of all time, it is going to be in the let's see here. This is domestic, of course. It will be where's Wonder Woman? What is this? What did I just do? I don't know. Let me try again. There you go. Okay. In terms of superhero movies, it is the number 8th highest domestic earning superhero movie. It's going to move to the number 7 spot, which means that Wonder Woman will have no other singular superhero movie that grossed higher than it in its first outing. Okay? There are 2 superhero movies which will gross more than it, and that's Iron Man 3, which Wonder Woman may overtake. And then you got The Dark Knight Rises and you got The Dark Knight. But these are both sequels. All the rest are ensemble. So you have Marvel Avengers, Avengers Age of Ultron, and Captain America Civil War. 3 Avengers movies. Okay? So what I'm trying to tell you, and this one was directed by Joss Whedon, by the way. I just wanted to say that. And so was this one, actually. So the highest grossing superhero movies of all time are directed by Joss Whedon. Okay? But nonetheless, this is beside the point. Point is, Wonder Woman will be, in terms of film, the highest grossing superhero out there. And not only that, but it will have more clout than Iron Man and Batman. Let me see if I can put this in perspective for you. If you look at toys right now, Wonder Woman toys are starting to outrank the Batman toys. You're getting more Wonder Woman toys out there in hot toy figures. And that is because she carries more clout than Batman. Remember, Batman Begins and Batman 1989 and all the other Batman franchise films that rebooted Batman all raked in less than Wonder Woman. The first Iron Man film raked in less than Wonder Woman. Captain America, the first Captain America film raked in less than Wonder Woman. The first Spider-Man film ever to see Spider-Man ever is going to rake in less than Wonder Woman domestically. Now, if Wonder Woman can somehow pass Spider-Man in terms of worldwide kume, and we're talking of all time. So if I go and I do worldwide box office for all time, let me see if I can do that here. That's 2017. I need all time. So if we gross in worldwide box office for all time, and right now Wonder Woman's just trailing. She is trailing Shrek the Third, which she's going to take out. She probably took it out already since yesterday. But she's now trailing Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which I think she'll take out as well. Independence Day, it's possible she takes out Independence Day if the tracking for Box Office Mojo is lagging behind the tracking. If she has already crossed $800 million according to Warner Brothers since last week, then the tracking is delayed in Box Office Mojo, which means she's chasing after, she can possibly chase after Spider-Man. Now, if she can pass Spider-Man here, okay, Spider-Man, what it will say is that Wonder Woman is the most valuable superhero, bar none. Not even Spider-Man is more valuable than her. Not just presently, but for all time. She's more valuable than Superman. She's more valuable than Batman. She would be the most valuable superhero of all time, folks. And people will not be going into Justice League to see Batman. And now, primarily, no. They'll be going into Justice League to see Wonder Woman. And if you have a whole bunch of comic book movies out there, people are not going to go see those singular characters. No singular character. People are going to go to see more than Wonder Woman. That's huge. That, my friends, is what we're talking about. We're not just talking about first for women. First woman this, first woman that. No. We're talking about Wonder Woman. And the fact that Wonder Woman will command the market. And it also means many good things for Captain Marvel and the Batgirl movie that's coming up. Because the demographics say women superheroes are in style, and people are dying to see women superheroes on screen with a decent story. So this is huge. Huge for the industry. Huge. Okay? And that's why I said it's not about women and the first woman and first director. That's cool. That's well good. But I'm talking about notable milestones. Milestones such as crossing $400 million. Milestones such as crossing $800 million. Milestones such as being the #1 superhero origin film. That's serious clout. People are not just going in to see Batman anymore. He used to be the dude in the DC universe and the DCEU. Now people are going to see Wonder Woman. Get it straight now, folks. In terms of all comic book heroes, Superman doesn't run things, Batman doesn't run things, Iron Man doesn't run things, Spider-Man doesn't run things. It's now Wonder Woman who runs things. It's a paradigm shift. Remember it. Because history is about to be made domestically. And I hope history is made also through worldwide Kume in that Wonder Woman passes Spider-Man of 2002. Remember, Spider-Man made a big splash back in 2002, and nobody has been able to trouble that splash since then. And up comes Wonder Woman. And that's why I say this movie is making history, not in terms of just being, woman history. Oh, this first feat highest, grossing score for a female director and a female-led superhero film. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. And this film is going to make real history. Like, in terms of comic book movies, history. You know what I'm saying? And that's huge. So, I'm looking forward to that. Because that etches Patty Jenkins' movie into history. You can't reverse that kind of history. Okay? What happened with the female-led Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens, made history. That was a female-led movie, right? And with Star Wars. And people can say, oh, well, it's because of Star Wars. Okay, fine. Fine. You can say that. You can make that excuse. What do you say about Wonder Woman? What can you say about Wonder Woman? This is all about Wonder Woman. Star Wars is about Star Wars, so you need a female lead. This is Wonder Woman. Okay? You can say Beauty and the Beast is a well-known story, and if it wasn't for the Beast, the movie wouldn't carry on as well as it was. Okay, fine. What you can say about Wonder Woman, though? You can't say nothing, because the film is about Wonder Woman. That's right. It's about Wonder Woman. It ain't about nobody else. It's about Wonder Woman. You can't make no excuse. And thankfully, all those other films blazed the way, blazed the trail for Wonder Woman to make it today, because it's in the right time, right circumstances, right director. You couldn't get it better than this. That's all I got to say about this movie. On that note, you guys have a great one. Leave your comments in the comment section below about how you feel about this historic event and that you were a part of it. That you can tell your kids about this, because your kids are going to take this for granted. And why this signaled a big change and a movement forward, not just for women, but for the world as well. Because, again, the implications of this film will be felt in the years to come. And believe you me, also, Wonder Woman has inspired people, has inspired women and inspired people generally to want to walk the path of love. And I believe this film is going to be a key piece in history in terms of how people changed their opinions of things and actually turned the corner. We were heading down a dark pathway, and we turned the corner because of this film. I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it right now. That's the implications of this film. You guys were great.